In the far future, humanity finds itself locked in an unforgiving struggle against the Varakians, a powerful water-dwelling species. For years, the Varakians have held the upper hand, their influence spreading across nearby star systems. Their world, covered entirely in corrosive oceans, is considered untouchable, their ultimate line of defense. Its poisonous waters and maze-like undersea currents have claimed the lives of any who dared approach. The Varakians believe their world is human-proof, utterly secure. But humanity, now at the brink, has no choice but to strike. Every skirmish, every lost battle has brought them to this moment. Earth's leaders have authorized a single, daring mission, a covert strike at the heart of the Varakian Empire, one that would turn the tide of war or doom humanity forever. It's a desperate plan, the kind you make when there's nothing left to lose. The team tasked with this impossible mission? The best of the best. Navy SEALs, but not as we know them today. These soldiers have been transformed through years of genetic enhancements and brutal aquatic training. They're a special breed, born for combat in hostile environments. They've been adapted to breathe underwater, their lungs modified to filter even the toxic waters of alien seas. Their bodies, reinforced with nanotech, can withstand the crushing pressures of the deep. Leading them is Captain Ryan "Ghost" Williams, a man known for leading his team through the most lethal missions and always coming out alive. There's a reason he earned his nickname. Stealth and survival are second nature to him. If anyone could pull off the mission, it's him and his team. These soldiers are beyond elite. They've fought on alien worlds, adapted to the strangest conditions, and survived things no human should. They're what humanity has left. A final hope. Their mission brief is simple, but brutal. Infiltrate the Varakian capital, a fortress submerged beneath miles of deadly water. The SEALs must disable the planet's advanced defenses, shut down the grid that keeps the Varakians' forces connected, and plant a disruption device deep within their city's infrastructure. If they succeed, they'll cripple the Empire's entire defense network. If they fail, humanity will never recover. For the mission, they've been outfitted with cutting-edge tech. Exosuits designed to handle the extreme pressures of the deep, equipped with adaptive weaponry that can operate in the most inhospitable conditions. Their suits can camouflage them against biosensors. Their submersibles are the quietest in existence, capable of slipping through the dangerous ocean unnoticed. Every aspect of their gear has been built for one purpose: to infiltrate and survive. They've trained for this, they know the risks, and now it's time. The team departs from Earth in total silence. Aboard a stealth ship, they approach the planet that everyone has deemed untouchable. The Varakians remain confident in their natural defenses. No human has ever penetrated their oceans, let alone survived long enough to reach their cities. But humanity has never sent anyone like this before. As the planet looms closer, tension builds. They're entering uncharted territory, facing dangers they've only simulated in training. No amount of preparation can truly account for the unpredictability of an alien world. The toxic waters alone would kill an unprepared human in seconds, and the deeper they go, the more hostile the environment becomes. But there's no turning back. Ghost runs through the final checks, his voice calm but focused, masking the enormity of the challenge ahead. The team is ready. Every breath they take, every move they make is precise, calculated. This is what they've trained for. What humanity has staked its future on. The Varakians thought their world was impenetrable. Soon, they'll learn just how wrong they were. The submersibles glide silently through the pitch-black depths, deeper into the alien ocean than any human has ever gone. The water is a hostile, living thing, thick, poisonous, and impenetrable to light. Bioluminescent creatures drift by, casting faint, ghostly glows in the otherwise oppressive darkness. These creatures are unlike anything from Earth, their forms strange and unsettling. Some are massive, their shapes barely discernible through the murky waters, while others are small but menacing, their sharp lights moving in patterns that hint at something predatory. The SEALs remain quiet, focused, and every instrument on their craft tuned to the alien environment. The alien ocean feels alive, almost sentient, as if it's resisting their intrusion. The currents are erratic, sudden surges of water carrying the threat of pulling them off course. But the SEALs are professionals, their submersibles built for this. They keep steady, maneuvering through the jagged underwater terrain, their path lit only by the faint glow of their instruments. As they descend, massive underwater structures come into view, colossal, ancient fortresses carved into the ocean bed. These are Varakian strongholds, their towering shapes ominous in the deep, silently watching the invaders. As they venture further, a low-frequency hum interrupts the silence, a vibration rippling through the water. Something is coming. The seals check their surroundings, tension mounting. From the depths, a shadow emerges, far larger than anything they've encountered so far. A massive sea creature, native to the Varakian oceans, has picked up the submersible's vibrations. Its size is monstrous, dwarfing their vessels, its form obscured by the murky water except for the faint shimmer of its bioluminescent skin. It moves with terrifying grace, scanning its surroundings, drawn to the disturbance. The seals immediately go into silent mode. Engines off, all systems quiet. They hold their breath, knowing any movement could be their last. The creature draws closer, circling them slowly. Its presence is overwhelming, filling the water with a sense of dread. Its eyes glow faintly in the darkness, searching. One wrong move, and it's all over. Time stretches as the team waits, relying on their training to stay calm. Just as it seems the creature has passed them by, it stops. There's a pause. Has it detected them? The tension is unbearable. Then, with a silent flick of its massive tail, the creature turns and disappears into the depths. The seals don't dare move for several long moments, the narrow escape sending adrenaline coursing through their veins. They activate the cloaking on their suits and submersibles, blending into the ocean. It's clear now. The dangers here are unlike anything they've ever faced. They press on, knowing they've barely scratched the surface of what this world has in store. As they descend deeper, the water grows more hostile. The pressure is nearly unbearable, even for their reinforced submersibles. They pass through zones where the water is so thick it feels like sludge, threatening to crush the hulls. Their suits are pushed to their limits, reinforcing their bodies against the crushing force. Above, massive whirlpools churn, sucking anything in their path into oblivion. Volcanic vents spew toxic gases and superheated water, creating sudden and deadly obstacles. Navigating through these hazards requires precision, and the SEALs' extensive training shines through. They adapt quickly, using advanced sensors to map safe routes and their suits' tech to withstand the pressure and heat. Their focus is sharp, their movements exact. Every twist and turn through the treacherous terrain is calculated. It's not just the environment trying to kill them, it's the planet itself. But they keep moving, undeterred. No matter what the ocean throws at them, they find a way through. Their journey is abruptly interrupted when their sensors pick up movement ahead. A Varakian patrol is nearby. A group of aquatic soldiers encased in biosuits designed for deep ocean combat moves with the precision of a military unit. The SEALs hold their positions, watching as the patrol approaches. They have to act quickly, but one mistake could give them away. There's no room for error here. Ghost signals his team. They spring into action, executing a swift and silent ambush. The SEALs move like shadows, striking the Varakians before they have time to react. Each movement is practiced and efficient, no wasted effort. Within moments, the patrol is neutralized, their bodies sinking into the ocean. But the SEALs don't celebrate. They know now just how close they are to enemy territory, and the fight is far from over. The difficulty of fighting in this alien environment has become clear. It's not just the Varakians they're up against, but the very world itself. Yet, even in these extreme conditions, they adapt. They survive. It's what they do best. The SEALs reach the outskirts of the Varakian capital, a city unlike anything on Earth. The sprawling metropolis glows with bioluminescence, its organic structures rising from the ocean floor like living coral reefs. The towers pulse with soft, eerie light, casting long shadows across the dark waters. It's a fortress of alien design, with sprawling networks of tunnels, vast domes, and dense layers of automated security. Drones patrol the perimeter, scanning the ocean for intruders. Biosensor fields surround the capital, designed to detect any foreign life form that enters the city. The SEALs must be careful, every movement calculated. One misstep, and they'll be exposed. Ghost leads the team in silence, guiding them through the complex web of security, avoiding detection with precision. They stick to the shadows, using the natural terrain and their advanced cloaking suits to move unnoticed, blending into the underwater darkness. The city looms ahead, its defenses growing tighter with every meter they advance. The team identifies a weak point, an entry into a Varakian military facility stationed on the edge of the city. The plan is swift and surgical. They deploy EMP grenades, knocking out the automated defenses in a single pulse. Drones go dark, and the facility's surveillance grid falls offline. The SEALs move in fast, navigating through the breach they've created. Inside, the atmosphere is tense, the hum of alien machinery reverberating through the structure. Their steps are deliberate, each move rehearsed to perfection as they weave deeper into the facility. As they make their way to the city's main pipeline, they remain on high alert. Every moment could bring discovery, but their training holds. The SEALs disable biosensors, bypass locking mechanisms, and infiltrate deeper into enemy territory. Their tech and tactics blend seamlessly with their human ingenuity, making them a force the Varakians never expected to encounter. They know they're close now. The central command tower is within reach. The mission is going according to plan, but the deeper they go, the more dangerous it becomes. Every breath taken, every movement made, is under constant scrutiny by the unseen enemy. Suddenly, the silence is broken. A squad of Varakian elite soldiers, highly trained and fiercely loyal to the capital, intercepts them. These aren't the regular patrols the SEALs faced earlier. These warriors are designed for close-quarters combat, their suits modified for the underwater environment. Armed with advanced weaponry and superior numbers, the Varakians launch a swift attack. The SEALs respond with brutal efficiency, their training kicking in. What follows is an intense, underwater battle. In the pitch-black waters, the combat is disorienting and brutal. Both sides move with fluid precision, darting in and out of cover. Energy blasts cut through the water, illuminating the battlefield in brief, violent flashes. The SEALs' weapons, adapted for aquatic warfare, unleash bursts of energy and silent projectiles designed to pierce through the dense water. But the Varakian soldiers are no easy match. Their weapons are alien and unpredictable, launching bioorganic projectiles that home in on their targets. The SEALs use their human ingenuity, improvising tactics on the fly. They outmaneuver their enemies, using the environment to their advantage. Ghost coordinates the team with unspoken signals, guiding their movements with precision. They fight as a single unit, relying on teamwork and quick thinking to gain the upper hand. But the battle takes its toll. One SEAL is hit. A blast from a Varakian soldier breaches his suit, causing damage. The injury raises the stakes, reminding them how close they are to failure. But they don't stop. They can't. Ghost makes a split-second decision to push forward, using the distraction of battle to outflank the enemy. With coordinated attacks, the SEALs slowly turn the tide. Despite being outnumbered, their adaptability and fierce resolve allow them to overwhelm the Varakians, neutralizing the squad. The fight is over, but the danger hasn't passed. With no time to waste, the SEALs press on, finally reaching the command center. This is the heart of the Varakian capital, the nerve center that controls planetary defenses and communications. The room is a maze of alien technology, glowing interfaces, pulsating energy conduits, and strange, organic machinery. Everything about this place feels foreign and threatening. Ghost pulls out the disruption device, a sleek, compact tool of human design, capable of sending a disabling pulse through the city's entire network. They plant it in the core of the command center, securing it to the main control hub. With a quick set of commands, Ghost programs the timer. Once activated, the device will send out a pulse that disrupts all communications and disables the capital's defense grid, leaving the city and the entire Varakian Empire vulnerable. As the countdown begins, alarms blare throughout the city. They've been discovered. A final wave of Varakian reinforcements is on the way, their numbers far greater than anything the SEALs have faced so far. There's no time left. The SEALs have to make their escape. With the clock ticking and the Varakians closing in, they retreat, moving quickly but efficiently, fighting off smaller patrols as they make their way back to their extraction point. The mission is nearly complete, but survival is far from guaranteed. The clock is ticking, and the SEALs know there's no time to waste. The disruption device is set, and soon the entire Varakian capital will be plunged into chaos. Every second counts as they navigate through the collapsing tunnels of the alien city. The once quiet streets are now alive with the sound of alarms, the glow of bioluminescent lights flashing in warning. Ghost leads the team through the labyrinthine pathways, relying on the map they've memorized. The tunnels are crumbling, debris falling around them, while tremors from the impending explosion shake the very foundation of the city. Behind them, Varakian forces are in hot pursuit, their shadows darting through the water. The SEALs move fast, pushing their suits and gear to the limit. With every turn, they encounter new obstacles, collapsed structures, automated defense systems that have suddenly gone rogue, and squads of Varakian soldiers desperate to stop them. The race is on and there's no room for error. One wrong step, one miscalculation, and they'll be trapped in the city when the device detonates. Breathing heavily, the team darts through narrow passageways, diving through gaps just as walls cave in behind them. Ghost's calm orders guide them, keeping the team focused even as the danger escalates. Tension is high, but their training holds. They've survived impossible odds before, and they'll do it again. Still, every second feels like an eternity, the pressure of the chase closing in as the Varakians close the distance. Just as they near their extraction point, they hit their final obstacle. A Varakian commander, flanked by his elite guard, blocks their path. These are the Varakians' best warriors, heavily armored and wielding deadly alien weapons. The commander's eyes burn with determination. He knows this is his last chance to stop the SEALs. The tension is palpable. There's no escape without a fight. The battle begins instantly, both sides clashing in a flurry of movement. Energy blasts slice through the water, bright flashes of light illuminating the combat. The SEALs are outnumbered, but their teamwork and combat skills give them an edge. Ghost takes charge, calling out tactical orders that keep his team one step ahead. Every shot fired, every movement made is precise and deliberate. The Varakians fight fiercely, their commander pushing them to the brink, but the SEALs refuse to back down. The underwater environment, once alien and dangerous, now works to their advantage. Their adaptability, their ability to think on their feet, allows them to outmaneuver the enemy. One SEAL, despite his earlier injury, fights on with a renewed determination, proving that their strength doesn't just come from technology, but from sheer willpower. The battle is fierce, but the SEALs' tenacity pays off. One by one, they take down the elite Varakians, until only the commander remains. Ghost faces him head-on, a brutal exchange of blows ending in the commander's defeat. The path is clear, but the cost has been high. There's no time to reflect, only to move forward. With the Varakian forces defeated, the SEALs make their final dash for the extraction point. Their submersibles are waiting, the stealth ships camouflaged against the ocean's darkness. They dive into their vessels, engines humming to life as they quickly power up. As they accelerate away from the city, the countdown on the disruption device reaches 0. Behind them, the Varakian capital erupts into chaos. The pulse from the device ripples through the ocean, a massive energy wave disabling every communication link and defense grid in its path. The once impenetrable city, which had seemed so indestructible, flickers and goes dark. Automated defenses shut down, and the towering structures collapse under the weight of their own technology. From the safety of their submersibles, the SEALs watch the Varakian capital fall. The lights that once illuminated the alien empire's strength now dim, one by one, until the city is little more than a shadow in the deep ocean. The empire's power has been shattered, their once unbeatable defenses left in ruins. It's a victory, one that will resonate across the galaxy. Back on Earth, the mission is celebrated as a turning point in the war against the Varakians. Humanity has struck at the heart of the enemy, proving that no challenge is insurmountable. The Varakians, who once believed their water world was untouchable, now face the reality that humanity is a far more formidable foe than they ever imagined. The SEALs gather in quiet reflection after their return, their victory bittersweet. They've survived, against all odds, but they know the fight isn't over. For Ghost and his team, the mission is a reminder of what humanity is capable of. No matter how hostile the environment, how alien the enemy, humans always adapt. It's not just their technology or weapons, It's their resilience, their ability to push forward when all seems lost. In the end, it's clear. Humanity's greatest strength isn't its power, but its will to survive. The Varakians may have underestimated them once, but they won't make that mistake again. For now, the Seals have earned a hard-fought victory. But the war goes on, and humanity will be ready for whatever comes next.